Hello everyone and welcome back to Skyrim. Welcome back to the Ciderhouse where today Anwar Sarah has finally opened his pub. Unfortunately we haven't found out a way to actually serve our cider to our guests. They are instead listening to a lovely little jive performed by Anwar himself. Our speech has increased. That's going to be very useful. So you'll notice that everyone's actually walking around very drunkenly. That is because it turns out that we can't actually sell cider. Amazingly, you can't actually sell cider yourself. We actually need to hire a maid, not a maid, we need to hire a waitress to serve our drinks. But we do have a lot of cider that we can send off to, you can see our cash register's empty despite everyone being drunk. I don't know how that happens. But we still have some cider. We still have a fair bit of cider left to serve to people. How much do we have? Right. So we have 27 bottles of cider. More cider in the cooler. What we're going to do is let these people have their fun for the night. I found out today that food is actually what they want. They want a bit of food. Certainly it would take some food to sober them up so that they can drink some more. But until we have a waitress, we can't actually sell any cider. So, I have a plan. What we're going to do is we're going to create cider, ship it off to the lords and ladies of the realm who want it. You'll notice we do have some orders. So you can just about see people want a lot of cider. A lot of cider. In the hundreds. Now, we don't have hundreds of bottles of cider. We do have 27 cider bottles. Do we have 27 cider bottles? I believe we do. So you'll see that some people want more, some people want less cider. Obviously this will be dependent on how much they can afford. You wouldn't want to be ordering hundreds of bottles of cider for your small house party. We have 27 bottles of cider, right. So what we're going to do is, we're going to go outside, let these people... I think we'll trust people with the cash register at the moment, because really there is no cash in the register, so if they try and nick anything, then what are they going to do? I close this door to the cider brewing mechanism. People, I imagine, like to see how their cider is created, but I don't really want drunk people handling heavy machinery while I'm away. So, it's a lovely night outside, it's very quiet. So we'll try doing a few deliveries. And I will put all these cider bottles in there. There we go. And hopefully, because I'm still not entirely sure how this thing works, those cider bottles will be delivered to whatever citizen needs 27 bottles of cider. It could be a first come, first served kind of place. And then we'll get some money, and then we'll get some food from the outlying places. We may try and look for we may try looking for that salad again, those salad ingredients. I believe they are on the Battleborn farm. Get some food, serve it, get more money, hire a waitress, and then finally we'll be serving cider vicariously, of course. Maybe we can pick some apples in the moonlight. Oh, this is lovely. It's lovely to get away from the crowd for a bit. You know, it's a very stressful time. It's the very first. We are actually over encumbered with apples. It's a very stressful time for Anwar. It's his very first night as tavern keeper, and you know you don't really fit into tavern keeping immediately. It's not really a trait that people are born with. You must... Oh god, we're carrying so many apples. It's not a trait you're born with, you have to sort of naturally go into it. So, Anwar's just a chill dude, very chill dude, and he's settling into the life of a tavern keeper very well, I imagine. I mean, despite the lack of cider being served, people are already getting drunk. I imagine it's probably from whatever store we have in the back. People are having a wonderful time. I wonder if they want me to give them another tune. Perhaps I will on the old family drum, or on that old flute that I found somewhere. So let's put those apples in the cider refinery. Refinery? They're not ores. The apple container. How many apples do we actually have? So we have 5 green apples, and red apples we have probably a lot. Yes, we have almost 2,000 red apples. That's going to be a lot of cider, which is exactly what we want, actually. So we'll keep a few hundred, because I'm not entirely sure how much this machine can actually take. So we'll put 1,500 apples in the machine. Certainly a bit difficult to get it exactly on 1,500. Come on. No. No. Damn it. This is like being at the petrol pump. Alright, well, we'll leave it at 1,499 apples on the wall. Hopefully I'm not encumbered. No, I'm not. Brilliant. So, and the apple's still pressing? Okay, so the apple press has been activated. Right. Do we have any apples that need decanting? There's not juice on the press. Right, that's fine. Do we need any fermenting? Right. So we're just pressing apples right now. Oh, sorry, Dev, a bit. I'll leave those doors open now so that people can find out how their cider is being made. Now, the thing about this is that these customers, I don't actually know anyone here. I was hoping that we'd get some famous visitors, but we only really have some no-names at the moment. That's a bit harsh. So, call them no-names. You can't really expect much from your first night. You've got to prove yourself until the celebrities actually come to you. Word of the wise. So, until that time, we're going to play another drum song. It's the same guy. He just absolutely loves my drum. Oh dear. Very weird bit of dancing there. It's a bit creepy, this guy. He's really getting into it. Oh, there's a couple of twins over there. You know, I'm hoping perhaps at some point that we can actually hire a bard. Every good tavern has its own bard. I'm kind of fulfilling every role at the moment here. I'm the tavern. What is happening with that man's neck? He's like a slug. He has no bones. Yeah, I'm currently the town keeper, the apple presser, the apple decanter, the fermenter, the man who makes the cider, the man who decants the cider, the man who bottles the cider, the bard, the waitress, the chef, and the bouncer. And it's a lot of stress. It's a lot of roles to fill by one poor dunmer. You can see he's already going bold, or perhaps he already was bold before then. I believe he was. Now, I do want more staff, because this rowdy lot can't be served by one poor dunmer. You'll notice that I've actually changed. You may just notice the lighting here is different, and also that we actually have a steady FPS right now. That is because I've switched around the mods a bit. I had the interior lighting mod turned on, which apparently clashed very much with the lighting already present in the Ciderhouse itself. It was trying to load in 2 different lighting presets. So that was what was causing the lower FPS, the stuttering FPS. But now we have it's a bit lighter. I've got to say it's a bit lighter. It's a bit smokier, honestly. And outside, a bit of blue. It looks a bit like daytime outside. I'm not entirely sure what time it is. It's the dead of night, so perhaps the lighting in this place did need a bit of a rejig. But oh well, it's atmospheric. It looks very nice. It's very brightly lit. We don't want people stumbling over their chairs, stumbling over each other. People are waiting for food, but unfortunately we don't have them. This man has actually brought his own food. Mr. Slugman. Terrifying. So, yeah, our first night, I wouldn't really call it a success because we haven't actually served a single bit of cider, but people seem to like it. People are clapping along, people are dancing, people are having a merry good time. Stumbling about. I'm not sure how we'll get these people home, to be honest, because I don't know how long we'll keep the place open. It is, you know, almost coming up on 1 a.m. And I'm not entirely sure how long the average pub in Skyrim stays open till. Hopefully not too late, because people might get a bit extremely rowdy if we don't have any cider in the 11th hour or so. So, unfortunately, despite the mild success, people are already getting up to leave, I suppose. It's gone a bit quiet. Everything's settling down. I think I'll just have to close the... Oh, there's my grandma. I think we'll just have to close the Ciderhouse for now. Let everyone sober up a bit, make their way home, because there's bandits on the road. You don't want to be going home at 4 a.m. with bandits on the road, so I have a moral duty until we get some actual security around here. It's not just me, because I can't be everywhere at once. I have a moral duty to make sure that my patrons are safe. Now the Ciderhouse is closed to customers. Really lovely night. But we'll go in, we'll clean up, and we'll make sure that everything is in tip-top shape for tomorrow. Oh wow, people leave really fast. So, absolute rush to get out. Well, at least people don't want to... People aren't getting rowdy over the fact that they haven't finished their drinks or finished the bread that they brought in. Mr. Slugman may still be skulking about, ready to terrify me. But I don't hear him at the moment, so I suppose all's well.